Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So, um, yeah, you've heard the recent news or whatever the hell people are talking about this new August 13th update. I'd like to go ahead and talk about this real quick because I don't want my audience getting sucked up into this. I'm gonna say it because I'm not monetized bullshit. I don't want my audience being sucked up into this bullshit because honestly, it is so stupid, and it's getting down now to the point where people are changing this into the subject of, oh, well, since this is going to be applying, since I'm a creator, I can't. If I'm under 18, I'll lose advanced features, and I can't upload anything to playlists. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I just want to tell you guys real quick, and we're going to react to this video by vidIQ. But I like to go ahead and say that is a fat lie. Okay, that is a lie. Someone said that, right? So someone said that, and now people are thinking that, and I don't want you guys thinking that, especially you guys out there that do YouTube too and are small like me. This is not going to affect you at all. This update is mainly for this update is mainly for people or viewers. It's mainly for viewers who are under the age of 18 that have to present an ID to watch only content that is 18 plus, that is stated as 18 plus. You know how you see videos sometimes and they get age restricted, which is not all videos on the platform? That's what this update is going to do. It's going to make you use an ID so you can watch that age restricted video. That's all it is. And it's just for those type of viewers. That's literally all it is. And people are now starting to spiral and make it into something it's not. But let's go ahead and watch this video by vidIQ. I think I've got my desktop audio on. Yes, I do. Okay, let's see.
There is a lot of conversation right now about keeping children safe on the internet. And today we're going to be talking about a brand new update from YouTube that they're starting to roll out here in the US that aims to do just that, to keep kids safer. But this could get a little bit confusing because as YouTube is starting to roll this out, there's a law that actually just went into effect in the UK, and we are not talking about that today. That is the Online Safety Act. This basically means that folks in the
Okay, I like to go ahead and say this Online Safety Act mainly is to protect children from seeing certain things online, and it originally started in the UK. As you can see here, the way people in the UK might navigate to the internet is changing. This is mainly for like younger people, so they want to protect younger audiences, right? Let's go and continue.
UK have to provide identification in order to use really large chunks of the internet, traditional social media websites, YouTube, even Spotify. So you would be forgiven if you assumed that this video was about that specific law because YouTube's doing this basically at the same time. But no, this is actually a different thing we're talking about. We'll go into the specifics as YouTube has laid them out with this new update. And at the end of the video, I'll give you some of my thoughts, theories, and speculations on it as well. I'll link this down below, but YouTube has just published a new blog. It is titled Extending Our Built-in Protections to More Teens on YouTube. And basically, this goes into what they're aiming to do in order to keep kids safer online using AI, using automated tools.
So I'd like to go in and say their goal here is what they're doing, like I've stated. They're trying to get people, especially younger children, to not watch certain types of content that is harmful, like age restricted content or stuff that. But here's the thing about that, guys. YouTube claims that they're going to start doing this, but probably for about 8 years now, they've allowed. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Let me check what time we're at. Okay, we're about 4 minutes in. YouTube has allowed porn, I'm gonna say it, porn related content and stuff that is not appropriate for younger audiences for the longest time on this platform. And for them to all of a sudden now just say, oh, we're gonna put this law into place to prevent this when this should have been, this should have been fixed a long time ago. But the approach they're taking to do this is, in my opinion, ridiculous because you shouldn't. And I know a lot of people say this. I'm not copying people's opinion. I mean, this is my own opinion, right? You should never have to use an ID on a video platform to eh, to have access to advanced features. You should never have to do that, right? And I still don't believe this the drama that's stirred up saying that, oh, all Roblox YouTubers are gonna be screwed. Even the non-monetization ones, which doesn't matter because you're not monetized yet, so this won't even apply to you. But I don't agree, and I don't want to call anyone out, but like, and I have to say someone. Well, I have to talk about some people, like I talked about vidIQ, or I have to talk about some Roblox YouTubers just to give my opinion on it. So, for example, Creekcraft, for example, right? He is a massive Roblox YouTuber, and he has a mostly younger audience, and this probably will affect him. But the problem is, um, people are stirring this up to the point where they're saying, "Oh, if if it detects that you're under 18, you'll lose access to literally everything on your channel. You won't be able to do anything on your channel anymore." That's actually not true. That is a false rumor that people are spreading rapidly, like very rapidly. Um, that is false because that's not how YouTube works. YouTube has always been for all ages. Like, you upload a video and you can make content. This will not apply to creators to the way it applies to a normal viewer. And I just like, you know, Creekcraft, I have mixed opinions about him. Of course, um, I'm gonna be the one to say it. I don't like the type of content he makes. I don't think he's a bad guy at all. Gonna say that, but I do not like the type of content he makes because that's just who I am. I never liked the trending, very hyperactive content. I mean, that's not what I've liked. I've always liked the slow-paced, um, normalized creative content, like what I do with like Nirvana and stuff like this and that, like Nirvana edits, right? Well, you know, this won't affect me. I just want to come out and say this. This won't affect me, guys, because um, we can go ahead and go to my YouTube studio right here, and I will show you why this won't affect me. First of all, as you can see from my latest short, I do mature-esque edits, like song edits, right? I do mature-esque song edits. Song edits. But we can go to my audience tab and we can see that most of you guys are above the age of 25. And this is 37%. This is what YouTube tells me. Now, and another big chunk of my audience is already above the age of 18 or older, is 18 or older. But literally less than 10% of my audience is 13 to 17, my age. So I won't have to worry about this because my audience is already older adults, pretty much. So it's like, I won't have to worry about this. I know I keep repeating myself, and I'm sorry for that. But I just like to go ahead and please don't worry about this edit. This edit, sorry. Please don't worry about this update. It's not going to affect anything, I promise you that. And if it does, it's not going to take away your advanced features. That is so ridiculous. YouTube will not just automatically take your stuff away from your channel because you're under the age of 18. That is ridiculous. That is a rumor that people have spread. Anyways, if there's any more updates about me with this situation or anything else I want to talk about, I will definitely make sure to talk about it with you guys. And please, this goes to my audience, guys. Please, and I beg of you, please, do not believe this. This is ridiculous. Yes, this update is going into effect, but what people are saying is not true. It is not true at all. Here's how the internet works. Someone says something, right? So someone says something very striking. Someone says something that's very striking and alarming, right? Well, when a big creator says that, especially, it spirals very quickly out of control. And now everyone believes it. And that's not true. And I just wanted, to make sure you guys know that this is not true. Like, for the 1 millionth time, YouTube is not going to take advanced features from your channel because you're under the age of 18. As long as you're not making NSFW content, like strictly NSFW, and you're not making content that's not appropriate for all ages, you will be perfectly fine. You will be perfectly fine. I promise you that. Anyways, like I said, if there's anything else I want to talk about in the near future, I'll make another video. Okay, talk to you guys later. Goodbye.